Welcome back to this episode of Let's Play the Secret World. We are still in the church. I've made a decision. I'm going to go for champion because it's a very robust build to work towards. It's very effective at... it's a bit of a tanking build, but it also has some healing elements in it. And I'm rather fond of it. I've used it pretty often. I'm having a little bit of lag there. Slowly comes into play. Though this build I'm using currently is also featuring a little bit of self-healing. The one I'm going to work towards with the champion is even bigger on the self-heal and involves blades. Now, I don't have a blade currently on me, so I'm going to use my current setup. But on my next episodes, I will have a blade. Now, let's see. We want to go into our menu. We want to start working our way down the line towards some of the skills we are going to use. How many points do we have left? Just 1 point left. Let's put that 1 point in delicate strike for now. Because we need to work our way towards balanced blade. And eventually sharp blades and stunning swirl as well. And in this place we need to still need to get regeneration, surging blades and fluid defense. Like I said before, this deck involves blades and fists. It has self-healing in form of nurture. It has area of effect in the form of blade torrent and balanced blade. It also has a charge attack, Surging Blade, which charges you forward and doing damage to enemies that are in your path. It has a defensive buff, and it has a pretty decent stun ability, which is pretty big eventually. Also, its passives all work very well together, and again, you will get this swanky little Kill Bill suit, or yeah, Bruce Lee suit, whichever you like better. It's let's see, what quest can we do? Actually, I think we can do one other investigation. No, two other investigations that we didn't do. Wait, I'm not going to do a group mission right now. Sorry. I'm actually thinking of going for. Is it right? There's one investigation for Norma Creed, there's one investigation for Dufresne, and there's one for the guy at the airport, so that's 3 more investigations to do. And then we have all of them, I believe. I'm starting to doubt myself, it's not good. Anyway. Yeah, that's right, run you guys. This is Norma. She has a house that's pretty much barricaded up. We've been here before in the one of the previous segments to talk to her about the Queen Margaret that's over there in the harbor. We haven't checked out the Queen Margaret yet, I believe, so we'll do that at some point. But for now, we're going to talk to her about something that happened back in the summer of 2002, 10 years ago. I mean, it is 2012 in this game. A series of murders in summer of 2002. She never believed the story served up by the news, and says the real culprit wasn't even human. Let's accept that and see what she has to say.
There's a pressure building, the kind that comes before a storm when it builds and builds but just won't break. Yeah, the ravens, they feel it too. Last time I saw him like this, when the trees were more birds than branches, there were murders. Yeah, that was back in 2002, tail end of a long and wicked hot summer. By August, the whole town smelled rotten, and we hadn't seen a drop of rain since June. When the storm finally broke and the ravens flew, the killings stopped. Never believed what the paper wrote about that vagrant, neither did Helen, despite those boys in city council leaning on her. Well, she took a beating. Could have hurt her career, but she was right. Wasn't human hands cut those girls open. An unkindness of ravens, isn't that what they call it? My idea of reading is the TV guide, not anything that could charitably be called literature. But even I know signs and portents when I see them.
I still think she knows too much. I mean, she is, for someone who only knows the TV guides, she knows poetry, she knows about the Sisyphean stone, she knows about all sorts of stuff that she says she knows nothing about. So something odd about that woman. But she wants us to find more about this, the murders, and the if it was such a big thing, the papers in 2002 probably would have something to say about that. Now, where on earth would you find papers of 2002? Other than our local archive. And where would an archive be? In City Hall. Yes, this is again one of those cases where I know exactly where to go. I've done this quest a few times and I really enjoyed it. See if anything follows me up here. It's a bit laggy at the moment due to, I have no idea. CPU is having some problems with this as well, because I'm recording and playing at the same time. Let's see, we need to look into 2002. See what's of course it's empty. It was in the autumn she was talking about, the end of summer. There we have it. Transient farmhand Larry Checken has been formally charged with the murders of Kingsmouth girls, redacted, and redacted. Hey, 3 girls that are named redacted. That's strange. Townies who had been holding an all-night vigil on Elm gave an emotional response to the announcement this morning. It marks the end of a summer of horror that has gripped our little town for 3 months. And the state police manhunt making mainland news. Sheriff Bannerman would not make further comment on the case ahead of the state press briefing. She has, however, asked that townies remain calm while justice works its course. We at the Chronicle know many of our readers have questioned the efficiency of the Solomon County Sheriff's Office, but there will be time for those questions in the months following the trial. Now, if this is anything that would require my attention, it's probably something that the local sheriff's department would not have the tools to deal with. Anyways, since the local papers only told the official quote-unquote story, we are going to look at what the sheriff has to say. Maybe it's something on our computer. The name we're looking for is Checken. Yeah. All things considered, this is one of the easier investigations in my personal opinion. So, let's see.
Yeah, that was a heck of an affair. No good for the town. No good for policing. Now I'm the computer there if it'd scratch an itch.
Apparently, an invisible sheriff was talking to me. She said that we could use the computer to check it out, so yeah, why not? One suspect database. Atherton Nathan. Let's see what these are all about. Could be interesting. 2016. Rape of a tourist. Sent Deputy Gardner home for the evening, concerned for the safety of the prisoner if I leave him alone with Andy. Still, I hope they throw the book at this scumbag. Let's get back to the Bill Dexter. Alcohol-related misdemeanors. Drunk driving, public exposure, creating a public nuisance, multiple warnings filed. All officers have been very lenient, but this behavior can no longer be tolerated. Dave Gardner. Animal cruelty. Eyewitness reported suspect throwing a mewling sack into the bay behind Jack and Wendy's bed and breakfast in Journey's End. Witness not willing to testify. Warning filed. That's actually the father of Andy. The Andy Gardner, the deputy upstairs, who killed Andy's kittens. We will find out about that later on. Let's go back to this. 5. Che Garcia Hansen. It's someone who we will meet later on. Warning only. Multiple noise complaints from local residents. Suspect was verbally aggressive but physically passive. Was not impressed by the small-mindedness of local residents, but agreed to bow to the man. Larry Checken, that's the guy we need. Death of suspect, Checken, Larry in custody. Alone with suspect at 1 AM. Went over his full written confession for redacted. Multiple inconsistencies with his story and defense, including redacted. You ask my ghost for the truth, Sheriff. Checken took his own alive in his cell between hours 4 and 5 AM. Discovered at 7 AM. Seen already, redacted. Already outstanding work on investigation to be closed. They pretty much pinned it on him after he killed himself anyway. Now, we can't check out the cell for more clues because it's closed. But he said something about his ghost, and since we are, in fact, chosen by Gaia, if you like, we can actually turn into ghosts ourselves, or animal spirits, or forms, however you would like to say it, by typing /reset. Let's release towards Arnold Street and we can actually check inside. Normally to talk to ghosts you would use a medium, but in this case I think we'll do. I really do like the fact that some of the puzzles actually require you to think outside of the box, like dying to talk to or figure out clues, or going on the internet to figure out stuff, or stuff like that. Yeah, there's my body, I know, but there's something else. See, there is the jail is open. Here is Larry Checken, and he's looking at something. The white ravens whisper. Golden girls. Sorrowful secrets are never told. White ravens, huh? Now, if there's anything to do with ravens, it's generally happening outside. Like this one here. And it suddenly disappeared. Well, I know where to go. There's the other raven. There's another one. And it's flying off in that direction. Another raven. More ravens.
Setting for a secret, never to be told.
Secret never.
Setting for a joy, never to be told.
2 for joy.
1 for sorrow.
1 for sorrow.
5 for silver. 3 for a girl.
Girl.
4 for a boy.
Boy.
6 for gold.
Gold. Alright. Those are words that were scribbled on the wall, if you recall correctly. I do at least. We can actually look back at that image. Golden girls, sorrowful secrets. Gold, girl, sorrow, secrets never told. So, with that said,
6 for gold.
gold,
4 for a boy. 3 for a girl.
girl,
5 for silver. 1 for sorrow.
sorrow,
2 for joy. Setting for a secret, never to be told.
secret never to be told.
I'm looking for Jack the lad. You found him.
Jack. All those white ravens attacked him, and there he is, the jack-o'-lantern. Actually, kill him? No, you can't even kill him. He just runs away after you hit him a few times. But that's an also famous jack-o'-lantern. It's the jack-o'-lantern. Let's get out of here before one of those wisps engages us. I'd rather not fight them for now. I think we just found the next quest we can do. Send report. You really had Zern worried there. I reminded him that you're expendable, but I admit it's very good to have you back. Redeploying someone at this stage would be such a bitch. There's a number of murders in Kingsmouth that point to Jack's unique physiognomy. I won't bore you with the tragic details. Boy flees famine, boy works on Mage's farm. Mage's daughter dies, Mage's tears into boy in pumpkin patch. The moral of the story, Kingsmouth is not a good place to die. So try not to. Kirsten Geary. Well, that was interesting. We just had a fight with the jack-o'-lantern, Jack the lad. The hunger. The wounds on this mutilated corpse close to the wood suggest a mauling from something even more dangerous than zombies. Search for the predator. follow the splotches of blood. There a tree and some ground and more here. We might get ourselves into an altercation with some wisps at some point here, because we're skirting awfully close to the wispwood, or we're actually running through the wispwood. So, but here, here, and that one is going right in our path. So awfully red plant, and over here's more blood. Yeah, it's definitely. Here. This direction. Not a wisp. He multiplied. How? Oh great. Well, we found what was killing those people. So, a voracious Wendigo. For those of you who aren't in the know, Wendigos are people who started eating human flesh at some point, and due to that they started changing into, well, that right there, apparently. Follow the beast. It's a scaredy cat, it runs away. And now it's dead. Let's send a report on that. Your field report has been received and is currently being analyzed, yada yada yada. Oh, it's standard information. Well, since we're here, we can help the threat survivor. That'll leave a mark. This survivor was lucky enough to be spared from the fog by blundering into a hunter's trap. He'll need help to make it back to Kingsmouth. An escort quest. Yeah. Better help him.
Oh, I am so happy you're here. So, how did you become a superhero? Radioactive spider or genetic mutation?
Neither. Swallow the bug. Let's see if he's, yeah, he's still following.
Must have pulled a muscle or something. Thanks for asking.
He's being attacked by multiple enemies and I can't protect him. That guy is more trouble than he's worth. As is usually the case with this. Kill that wisp. Damn it. I don't think the wisp is actually part of the quest. If it is, I really need to think this one more through a little bit better. Ah, gosh. Well, that's me almost dying. Let's use a health potion.
Gotta keep on shoveling through this shitstorm.
Good for you. That was a close one.
Fighting? Take a break.
Grab that. That's a blood magic focus. Can actually spec into, and I already spent my points into.
Well, this isn't the worst
I
situation
could-
I've ever been in. Wait, no, it is.
Oh, that's nice. Even more from this. Well, this time it's at least ravens a lot. You can actually fight those.
Why just start talking to myself when I get nervous? Like now? Thrown together by fate, I'm the comic relief. Great. If I had a lucky star, I'd be thanking it that you came along.
There we go. Save the irritating idiot. You're still in Kingsmouth and managing to stay alive. Keep up the tolerable results. Don't get all pissy just because a girl's got to control V every now and then. You are a unique and beautiful snowflake, etc. Do something really special and you'll know just how warm and fuzzy my personalized responses can get. Fun fact, you are not my only agent and I respond to over 1,000 reports a day. What can we all take out of this? Things need to get done, Kirsten Geary. Well, she wasn't happy that I saved the civilian. Aw. Bite you. I take time out to save whoever I very well done, please. Now, since we have a little bit time left on this episode, I am going to run to Lady Margaret and finish off that part of the Endless Night quest. Come on then, boy. Dance. Let's dance. Too late. Anyways, he's dead. So once you actually know how this build works, you can do a lot of damage with it. Because these guys aren't really good asshole. Actually using this build properly, they just drop down like flies. It's the bigger ones like the impalers. And that's the second impaler that is going to bother me. Hey, you got an achievement for killing those guys. So nice. No, you don't. Let's grab that energy drink. Let's continue down the pier. Need to get to that ship right over there. It's the Lady Margaret ship that the unfortunate sailors got on his town with. We learned from Norman Creed that the sailors were lost at sea and soon came back home. So let's see what we can find. We can find a zombified, strangely mutated captain who is spitting acid at me. Yeah. Let's go with the car, shouldn't we? Grab the captain's log. Lucky to be writing this. Can't believe what happened. Shouldn't believe it. That's what Doc Bannerman would say. Shrink's going to be earning his pay when we get back home. If we get home. Larry and his boy Derek are clamped up. Joe's real fevered. And this thing, still shining like a flashlight. I look over my shoulder. I swear I still see that fog. Well, I look over my shoulder and I see that fog as well. As well as when I look forward, backwards, any which way. It's oh, nice. Lore. I like lore. Yeah, that's the Lady Margaret, the ill-fated journey. Let's start sprinting and head out. Don't need any more fights. I think that next up we will do some quests over in the police or the sheriff's office. We still haven't talked to Deputy Andy Gardner, and there's still that strange guy in the biker jacket, Moose. We can talk to, and we have 6 AP and 6 SP to spend, so we should get to that as well. Waiting until the clothes actually spawn in. Slowly. It'll happen eventually. So yeah, let's just take a look at this. We can go into Blade. We're going to spend our points on survivability for now. That leaves us with 3 more SP. Can put 1 extra point into either Chaos, Fist or Blade. Or I can also pick up Shotgun. Which I was already planning on going towards with the other build. So yeah, I like to spread out my weapon skills so I can get more out of it. I mean, some enemies are easier to beat with pistols and other range abilities, while others are better to engage in melee, and so on and so forth. So as you come across new enemies, you'll need to experiment, and that's a big part of the game actually. Just experimenting, trying to figure new stuff out. So that's 3 more points for searching blades, and then so a total of 10 points to fill out this whole bar, and then we still need to get 5, 9, 16 points for this, so that's a total of 26 points that we still need to gather. And then we have this build as well, and it's a build I can really play with because I know how to work it, so to speak. It's usually on most of my characters that's the first build I make. Well, most of my characters, I only have 3 others, but that's the short of it. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and well, if you liked it, please hit the like button. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe and leave some comments below.